I had to draw upon my experience as a carny to make these. Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of The Classy Redneck. I'm Coy Reynolds, the Classy Redneck. This is my evil counterpart, West Virginia. And tonight we are doing fair food.
Fair food?
Yes, so it's the state fair at the Classy Redneck's house.
I prefer good to amazing food, but...
Well, just fair food. It's corn dogs, which... I'm always a big fan of the corn dogs. And we've also got...
I like corn dogs, and I cannot lie.
And we've also got funnel cakes made from real funnels.
Wow.
Yep, I actually helped the wife use a funnel. And we've got two wines tonight. We've got a rosé that I thought from the Sonoma coast. A rosé from Sonoma, made from Pinot Noir, that I thought would pair well with corn dogs and hopefully funnel cakes. And then we've also got from Kentucky to match the fair theme, a cotton candy flavored wine from Bluegrass Vineyards in Kentucky.
I am terrified.
This yes.
It looks like blue Kool-Aid mixed with Windex.
I need credit
Yes.
for this.
So yes, my daughter came up with this idea. She looked it up and she's like, it's a thing, it exists. She likes the cotton candy grapes. I don't know if this is really made from cotton candy grapes. Oh, it is made from cotton candy grapes. Okay. But you notice they've got this little sliding scale on the bottom.
I did notice that.
Sweet.
It's almost maxed out on the sweetness scale there.
It is almost totally to the sweet.
I hope this is ice cold.
It is very cold.
Okay,
Yes.
good.
So I'm going to go ahead and pour you a big glass. Probably not too much. We got to try the other one too.
This is, I'm thinking about the Star Wars blue milk. You know, like,
yeah, it does have. You know, I think about
Tatooine, Kentucky.
You know, I think when they review wine, they look, it's like a, for white wines, it's like clear, it's like golden, and red wines. This is fucking blue.
how do they know if this passes the test or not? Like,
it is definitely, it is a Windexy.
Oh, it's got good legs. This is terrifying.
Yeah, this is the kind of thing you buy somebody on a dare, which I'm pretty sure is why my daughter did it.
Yeah, it smells exactly like blue blow pops.
I was thinking when I was a kid, you used to be able to get the knee-high blue cream sodas. Remember those? That's what it smells like to me. Could be menthol, but it smells like cream soda.
No, yeah, I get that. For some reason, the first thing that popped into my mind was, because it's a little bit bubble gummy too, right?
Yeah,
makes sense.
yeah,
Cotton candy,
cream
bubble
soda's
gum,
kinda got
cream
that.
soda, yeah. So it
You
made
know
me
what I
think
was
of the
thinking?
blue raspberry blow pops.
You know those freezer pops that you get? And they melt.
Oh, the ones that cut your mouth.
By the time, like in the plastic tube, and they melt by the time you get to the end, it tastes like...
You think it tastes like that? Because it doesn't really smell like that,
No, it
though,
tastes
right?
like that. Sorry, I'm one step
I don't know.
ahead.
No, that's fine. I never really
we better drink
sniffed
this
those.
before it gets any warmer.
Like I never got the blue ice pop. It was like
Vintage 1987. You know what it mostly smells like? A hangover. I'm getting distinct 3-day hangover notes. Well,
they don't lie. It is sweet. There's nothing really in there countering that sweetness, though. It's just sweet.
It doesn't taste like wine at all.
No.
Not terrible, Less sweet with more sweet. This helps cut the overall sweetness in your experience going on the palate. I have nothing to say, nothing constructive or or what's deconstructive?
Yeah. I mean,
It makes our tongues blue too.
apparently, my wife's over there with a blue tongue.
Okay.
That is-
Well, shall we?
Let's go for it.
All right. Homemade funnel cakes. I didn't even know you could make funnel cakes at home. Wow. I used to think funnel cakes were sweet.
Yeah, this, after the,
After that, this is like eating a bagel.
yeah, even with the sugar on top, it's just, powdered up.
You know, a lot of times the funnel cakes will be served with something to dip them in, right?
Oh yeah, what
Like
did you?
chocolate sauce.
I was thinking like
and
chosberry or chosberry.
Chosberry? These chosberries taste like chosberries.
I have a little caramel sauce.
Like a little chocolate or raspberry sauce. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I actually with this wine, I don't think you need any kind of sugary
Yeah, we could just dip
thing
in the
to
wine.
dip it in, right? The wine is serving that purpose. Wow, to think they could go a little sweeter. I wonder if they
Yeah,
if they
like
have
they-
another wine that
they
maxes
haven't
out
maxed
the
it
sweet
out, yeah.
scale. You know,
There's
another
still
half a click.
Yeah, half a click of sweetness on there. I wonder if there's residual sugar or something on there.
Oh, I'm guessing they don't run that sort of analysis.
Yeah, I don't see anything.
But probably
Sweet and aromatic.
the bottles that don't make the cut are probably because they're not blue enough.
Cotton candy brings out the kid in all of us. Now, the only thing I'm sorry, that statement makes me think. Remember when you was a kid and all you could get a hold of was like Mad Dog or like Strawberry Hill? Like that's what this statement makes me think of. Like this brings out the kid in all of us because this is like the kind of wine that a 16-year-old kid would get a hold of.
Yeah, I was thinking like, really, you know, they've got the pink shrink wrap on the neck of the bottle. Like, what are they doing down here? Sorry, Bluegrass Vineyard, but it almost seems like you're marketing this to 16-year-old girls.
Yeah.
Coy's daughter is a 16-year-old at heart. Spicy brown mustard.
Spicy brown.
This,
It wasn't bad, but I think just the sweetness of the wine just overpowered everything. So
oh God. When the wine first hits your palate after that bite with the spicy brown, it's like, is there cardboard in my mouth?
yeah, I was more focused on the sweetness, but
Yeah.
it was like if I made candied pecans, but I didn't have pecans, so I used cardboard.
All right, what are we doing? Sriracha now?
Wow, that is not what I expected.
Is this the best combination of wine and mustard yet?
So it wasn't bad. Like,
My brain doesn't understand what's going on in my mouth.
like I was like ready for the cardboard, but it just like ramped up the heat from the ketchup the mustard, and it amplified it. So it wasn't really the wine. I feel like I was just tasting this delicious sriracha mustard like on overload.
I'm just thinking spice and sweet, right? You get something a little spicy, something sweet tends to extinguish that flame a little bit, and those two components do play well off of each other. So like that's just where my head was like, okay, the peppery flavor and the heat from the mustard, sriracha mustard, extinguished, and it worked well, and it actually brought something out. This actually kind of works, but then the aftertaste, Band-Aids.
Oh, okay. I wasn't thinking Band-Aids, but like I still got the same feeling. Like it gave me that, like my expectation was, like you had said, the sweetness would kill the spice, and I didn't really get that. It acted like a high tannin wine where
Spread the spice.
it blew it all through my mouth, but the sweetness still kind of paired well with it. But the aftertaste that I noticed was it kind of had that brown mustard kind of funk
Oh,
to it.
but back to that same funk.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. For whatever reason, for me, it was like a hint of Band-Aid.
Oh.
That's not plain, dude.
What?
That's not plain.
Oh, I was thinking plain mustard. Now I gotta do like West did.
No.
On to honey mustard we go, right? Nope.
No, I don't care for it. It's like,
Too much sweetness.
yeah, it's like sweet and then it's like extra sweet. Yeah,
At
I
least-
mean, so far not much has paired well except the sriracha, I feel like.
High hopes for the ketchup.
Is that what next? Where are we at? What are
That's
we
all
at?
we got left.
Yes.
Oh crap, that's all we got left?
Yeah, you got that.
Man, I got like all kinds of
you
corn
got that
dog
whole
left.
weird third of a corn dog left there.
Man, I don't even have to like scooch it out or nothing.
Squooch? Did you say squooch?
I said what I said, buddy.
This makes the timeless classic ketchup taste like weird and acidic.
Dutton Goldfield Rosé of Pinot Noir from the Sonoma Coast.
It's very exciting.
All right.
2018,
Is that what it said? I didn't.
I believe so. On the front.
Oh, there's a phone number on it.
Oh, let's call them right now.
Oh, yeah,
California time,
2018.
they're probably still there. Probably
yeah.
still working. Well, yeah, we're trying this here rosé with some funnel cake.
What fair food would you recommend we pair this with?
Do you think your rosé pairs better with funnel cakes or corn dogs? Little floral, little, light fruit notes.
Yeah.
Typical. I would say pretty typical rosé nose. A little bit of that like fresh strawberry type thing.
Yeah, I was thinking strawberry, maybe a little bit of like a cherry, maybe.
Cherry.
Like a sweet
I'm thinking dried apricot.
dried apricot. Okay. Yeah, and then the flowery too, almost like a.
Or are you trying to nail the specific floral note? Like what flower
Yeah.
maybe?
Well, it kind of gets a honey. So I was thinking like a honeysuckle kind of.
Oh,
You get like a
honeysuckle?
honey. It's like floral, but it's kind of honeyish too.
I don't know. It was just something about it was making me think of like your typical like spring wildflowers, kind of. The violets and daisies.
Oh, it tastes like daisies. No, I'm just kidding. No, it's good. It's very light. It's very yeah, you can taste like kind of like a red fruit, strawberry-ish, raspberry-ish. It's a little bit acidic, but I think that's probably good with fatty food and
Yeah, I was
you
kind
know,
of
like
noticing it's-
greasy funnel cake and
Yeah, I
hot
think it's
dog,
going to pair pretty
you know,
well.
Corn dog,
and,
hot dog.
It's definitely it's not an overwhelming acidity. I wouldn't say the wine is too tart for
Yeah.
a rosé or anything. It's got a good body to it as well. Some rosés can be a little thin and watery. This has a little bit of
Yep.
beef to it. As it warms and we
Thank you.
we agitate it a little bit, I feel like it just gets kind of more strawberry on the nose.
Time to dig in.
Oh, now the funnel cake tastes a little sweet. Wow. Yeah, that's solid. Acidic enough to cut through the grease of the funnel cake like you predicted. But then like that follow-up sip after a bite of the funnel cake makes the wine taste a lot sweeter. What's a better pairing for funnel cake? Delicious foot-trod rosé from California.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like that was so sweet that it made that funnel cake taste like a biscuit, and it overpowered. It was just so cloyingly sweet, it overpowered everything.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas this is light and refreshing, and it, like, you get the sweetness, not just from the obviously the powdered sugar sweet, but the sweetness in the actual dough itself
Mm-hmm.
really came out, I feel like.
Yeah, and you get the counterpoints back and forth, with acidity cutting the fat
Mhm.
and the the sweetness of the wine coming out a little bit after you kind of get into the a little bit of starchy aspect of the funnel cake. So yeah, that was not a bad pairing. Not a bad pairing at all. Corn dog.
The corn dog. Just plain, it brings it kind of reminds me of the funnel cake. Like it brings out the sweetness of the corn bread. Is that corn bread or is it corn? Yeah, I guess corn bread.
The corn bread breading.
Yeah, it really brings out the sweetness of it. There is almost like almost like a vinegary note though on the wine. I thought when I went back.
I didn't notice that. I may have gone to the ketchup dipped bite a little too quickly.
I'm not really getting it that time. I might have just been going too fast.
You gonna
I'm going mustard. I'm sorry.
Dipping sauces.
Ketchup.
With the rosé lingering on my palate. When the ketchup first hits my palate, it's like the acidity is like almost even keel.
I thought there was I feel like it brought out the sweetness of the ketchup.
Mm-hmm.
Like I never really think about how sweet ketchup is, but that really brought out the sweetness of that ketchup.
I'm gonna go honey mustard.
I'm gonna match it. I feel like we should be on the same page here.
I feel like we probably should. I gotta say, mustard and wine, not something I ever thought I would attempt to pair.
It's actually pretty good.
The next great American pairing.
If I had more, I could just squirt a little bit right into the old glass and swirl it around a little.
Boy, I'm sure our subscribers would love to see that.
I'm down for spicy brown. I didn't care for that.
I don't care for that either. That's exactly what I was thinking.
Tasting the brown mustard, it had this funky flavor to it that reminded me of a lot of foods that I've had.
Do you think this mustard is flawed in some way?
I don't think it's flawed. I think my taste buds have been flawed by COVID. Like,
I have a question.
Coca-Cola and bell peppers have this weird astringent taste to me, and this has that same kind of flavor.
So, I mean, I had COVID as well, but like I don't feel like I have the lingering symptoms that you do, but I feel like I had the same experience with that pairing that you just did. Like, it tastes unholy. It doesn't seem like it should be done. Yellow mustard has just climbed to the top for me. I like this. I might like this better than ketchup. Let's see how the sriracha does.
I am game.
Oh, yeah, there is a little bit of that right away.
Yeah, kind of that brown mustard funk to it. It's good. It's got some kick to it.
I think the peppers are doing something to counteract that weird funk that you initially experience that ties it back to the spicy brown.
Yeah.
Peppers like all of a sudden take hold and rein it back in, and somehow it works.
Yeah, honestly though, I feel like the heat kind of overpowers the wine. You know, it doesn't have that funk like the spicy brown mustard did because of the spice, but I feel like the spice takes away from the wines. All right, thanks everybody for joining. If you got any pairings that you think would be great, feel free to stick them in the comments. Be sure to click like, subscribe, and ring my bell for future notifications.
You know it. See you guys next time. Thanks a lot. Oh yeah! Blue Kool-Aid!
Yeah, Kool-Aid Brown!
Did you say Kool-Aid Brown?
Yes, Kool-Aid Brown.
Yeah.
Good old Kool-Aid Brown.
Kool-Aid.